first of all express my gratitude to the trust, to the school, and to you, Mr. Parekh, for inviting me to inaugurate this wonderful building. I was wondering how much farsightedness of those who founded the trust must have been at that time. And I presume that that was because they realized that the future of India, the future of Palanpur, the future of all the young boys and girls who have benefited from this school and from the education lies in educating our children and our grandchildren, because that is what the world is all about.
For having contributed such a wonderful library. I was, a couple of months ago arguing a very interesting matter in the Supreme Court on Right to Education Act. And during the course of my interaction with the Chief Justice's court, I told Chief Justice that it is no longer possible to expect philanthropy in this country. People build houses worth 7,000 crores of rupees for themselves, but would not donate 700 crores of rupees for education. How wrong I have been proved by Palanpuris is a living example. I think I would be failing if I were not to say that every one of those who are present here, who are all Palanpuris, and I also consider myself as a part Palanpuri. I think all of you deserve tremendous compliment for the kind of effort that you have made, the kind of message that you are spreading. Library particularly is extremely comfortable because Anisha has made my house in Ahmedabad and it's extremely comfortable. It provides a very congenial atmosphere. So this library, I am sure, will provide an extremely congenial atmosphere to people. But most of all, I think the thought of keeping the library open to the public at large is absolutely noble. I mean, it's so good that the entire district's people can have access to this library and they can, benefit, because ultimately, this kind of a development of individuals in a backward district like Banaskantha can only come if you provide the access. You have provided schools, you have provided colleges, you are now providing a world-class library. I think that itself is a great, great task that you have achieved.
વર્તમાન વિશ્વની તાસીરને જ્યારે આપણે નજર સમક્ષ લાવીએ ત્યારે નક્કી થઈ જાય છે કે આજે એવું એક પણ ફિલ્ડ નથી. તમે આઈટી, ઓફકોર્સ કમ્પ્યુટર્સ અને એની વાતો ભૂલી જાઓ, પણ મેડિકલ કે વેપારી, હેલ્થ કેર, સાયન્સ, હોસ્પિટલ્સ, એવરીવેર, રાઈટ? There is not a single field which doesn't use computers, which doesn't use the IT technologies inside that. So the importance of IT technology and the advancement of that is inevitable. I remember a word from Einstein. So he once said that the true intelligence is not knowledge, it's imagination. And I think that is what is going to reflect in the future generation which is going to come in Vidya Mandir, because what they are going to see here is not what the other Indian or other schools are seeing, even not only in India but even all over the world. They are going to see something much more advanced.
સેન્ટ્રલ ઓફિસ એટલે સંસ્થામાં મધ્યબિંદુ. એ જેટલું મજબૂત હશે એટલી આ સંસ્થા આગળ વધશે. હું એમ ઈચ્છું છું કે આ સંસ્થા આગળ વધે અને આ ઓફિસ વાઇબ્રન્ટ બને એવી મારી.
This is really an impressive building. There are I'm told there are 4 distinct periods that are represented, shown here in the museum. Each one has its own paradigm. So there's a combination of history and also, as the earlier speaker mentioned, the sense of believing what kind of ethos the place has. So
અને આજે બે વસ્તુ માટે ઘણો આનંદ છે. એક તો 17 વર્ષ પછી આ એક ભવ્ય પરિસર મને જોવા મળ્યો અને એના દર્શન મને થયા. એનાથી હું બહુ ભાવ વિભોર થઈ ગયો છું. બહુ આનંદ છે. અને જે રીતે આનો વિકાસ થયો છે એ વિકાસ આટલા વર્ષો પછી મને જોવા મળ્યો એ માટે હું બધા વિશ્વસ્ત મંડળ અને બધા સભ્યોનો આભાર માનું છું.
ઘણી બધી સ્કૂલ સંસ્થાઓ હોય છે, બીએડ કોલેજો ઘણી બધી હોય છે, પરંતુ સમાજમાં જરૂરી એવા જે બાળકો છે તેને શિક્ષણ આપવું એ જ્યારે સમાજના સર્વાંગી વિકાસની વાત કરીએ ત્યારે આવા જે બાળકો છે તેનો વિકાસ કરવાની જવાબદારી પણ સમાજની છે. અને આ સમાજની જવાબદારી અહીંના પાલનપુરના નગરજનોએ અને ખાસ કરીને આ મહેતા પરિવારે સ્વીકારી લીધી અને આવી એક સુંદર જે શાળા છે એ શાળા શરૂ કરવા માટેનું જે એક પ્રયોજન હતું તેને પરિપૂર્ણ કર્યું છે.
For a person who has grown up entirely in Bombay in a totally urban setup, not experienced anything like this before, a rural setup in that sense compared to Bombay. I don't mean Palanpur is rural in any way or backward in any way. It was a revelation even driving into the town, seeing with my own eyes the thirst for knowledge that this small town in a corner of North Gujarat has revealed to my eyes.
But I have been greatly influenced. I have seen Shashidaki in front of me over more than 3 decades, and I can tell you that એકદમ શાંત, સૌમ્ય અને સરળતાની મૂર્તિ હતા. I have seen very few people like her in my life.
બધા ગાલ મધ્યે નથી મળતા ખંજર, ખુશીના ખજાના જવલ્લે મળે છે. तेरे नाम से जी लूं, तेरे नाम से मर जाऊं, तेरी जान के सदके में कुछ ऐसा कर जाऊं. तूने क्या कर डाला, मर गई मैं, बिक गई मैं, होगी आधी हो गई मैं तेरी दीवानी.
જ્યારે તે આરાધના અને સાધના ભેગી થાય તો પછી આપણું દિલ થાય કે આપણે પ્રભાવના કરીએ. તો આજે 60 વર્ષે અમે લોકો પ્રભાવના કરી રહ્યા છીએ. I've been asked to take you through the journey of 60 years. Vidya Mandir Trust
set up by Shri Kantilal Chotalal Mehta Kanubai. With a passion for education and the desire to do something for Palanpur, he established the trust, which was originally called Shri Palanpur Shishushala Bal Mandir in Education Trust. In 1951, the trust took over the Jain Shishushala, a primary school in the Jeevanwadi locality of Palanpur that had been set up by Shri Surajmal Lalubhai Mehta in 1921. The trust was finally renamed Vidya Mandir Trust in 1997. None of this would have been possible without the tremendous contribution of Shri Suryakanth Parekh, our former director and mentor. Suryakanth, who is, I believe, sitting somewhere here amongst us today, was a teacher from Pune, but we know him for his unbelievable commitment to education. Along with Bhai, he worked extensively to change Palanpur's approach to learning. Interestingly, the founding donors were three women: Kesarben Amritlal Mehta, Leelaben Kapoorbai Mehta, and Leelaben Surajmal Mehta. The activities of the trust started at Talebagh. On Amrit Kaka's death, Mafat Kaka convinced his Kaki Kesarben to donate this large property along with the bungalow to the trust. This is the bungalow that houses the Palanpur Museum today. Kesarben herself moved out to a smaller house in Palanpur and for over 35 years witnessed children playing in Talebagh. Apart from Kesarben, Leelaben, wife of Surajmal Lalubhai Mehta, mother of Satuben, donated rupees 50,000